If you have been thinking about building a barndominium in Georgia, you are definitely not alone. These modern metal meets country homes are taking off across the South, across the nation for that matter, and for good reason. They're strong, beautiful, and built around lifestyle. But let's be real. There's a lot more to this process than just picking a pretty floor plan off of Pinterest. I'm Megan. Most people know me as the Barndo chick. And for over 2 decades, I've helped people design, finance, and build their dream barndominiums. From land to loans to layout. I've been in the trenches with clients and builders all across Georgia. So if you're ready to turn that Barndo dream into something real, this video is going to walk you through what you actually need to know, not just the fluffy stuff that you hear online. So before you do anything else, let's get clear on your vision. Let's start with the fun part, the dream. Everybody begins with those gorgeous Pinterest photos. Wraparound porches, black steel windows, big open concept living spaces. It's very easy to get lost in all of that inspiration. But before you get too deep into the design ideas, pause and let's think about the why. Why do you want a barndominium? Is it about the lifestyle that it affords with the space and the privacy and the flexibility? Is it about the cost? Or is it about finally creating something that feels like you? Getting clear on that vision helps everything else fall into place because your why determines your what. How much land you're going to need, what kind of structure makes sense, and how you want this home to function for you long term. I truly believe that the people make the project and why you need the right team. So now that you have a vision, let's talk about how to make it real, because this is where people get stuck. Building a barndo is not just about hiring a builder. It's about having a team that understands the process from dirt to done. That's why I've created a true one-stop shop approach for my clients. And when I say true, I mean it, because I am not just another mortgage broker. I'm very far from it. I've built my own barndo, my own stick-built lumber framed home. I've flipped properties, developed land. I even studied architecture in college. I know firsthand what it's like to navigate through these challenges, from blueprints to closings to moving in. That's why I can relate to my clients on the deepest level. I have walked the same path they're walking. That's the foundation for my one-stop shop concept. And it is why my clients have zero interest in working with just a loan originator or just a lender who says, here's your pre-approval, good luck with your project. That is a train wreck waiting to happen. Avoid all of that by working with Excel Mortgage and a team of people who know what they're doing, who can collaborate, who genuinely want your project to succeed. It's imperative to a project that will be successful. When you work with me, you're not piecing this together alone. You get a structured plan that includes a financing strategy built specifically for barndominiums, land-savvy real estate agents who know what properties are truly buildable, builders and architects with proven experience in getting these projects approved, and clear communication from start to finish. When everyone is aligned, the entire process runs smoother, faster, far fewer surprises. So let's get real. Financing comes first. It has to. Here's where most people go wrong. They start with the land or the pretty floor plan before they know what they can afford. It's not a great experience for me to tell somebody that, hey, you got pre-approved for less than what you actually need. Let me say this clearly. Your pre-approval should always be your first step. If you don't have a budget, you could be planning everything else, paying for designs, deposits, engineering, only to find out later your project's going to cost way more than you actually can afford. If there is one takeaway from this entire video, let this be it. This is your pearl of wisdom. Do not set yourself up for failure. Start with financing. As Marcus Lemonis would say, know your numbers. And here's something most people don't even realize. Most lenders, they do not offer financing for barndominiums. It's still considered a very niche product, which is exactly why I've built my entire career around it. Barndominiums are my specialty. It's literally where my name came from, the Barndo chick. Once you're pre-approved with Excel Mortgage, you gain access to my exclusive referral partner network. This network is constantly growing. It's an ecosystem of professionals who specialize in barndominiums and new construction of all types. Builders are reaching out practically on a daily basis, but definitely every week, asking to get vetted and approved. Real estate agents who focus on land sales, trust me, they are worth their weight in gold. And architectural plan designers who understand every nuance of barndominiums and traditional builds too, if that's what you want. No two projects are alike. That network gives my clients a serious advantage. You don't have to start from scratch or guess who to trust. I've already done the vetting for all of these professionals. I am the broker and owner of Excel Mortgage, and I specialized in barndominium and new construction financing since 2003. I help clients across Georgia and all of the other states where I'm licensed get approved, pre-approved, connected with approved builders, and moved confidently from concept to closing. Here's what to expect with barndominium financing. A one-time close construction loan that includes purchasing the land if needed. Some clients already own their property, which is totally fine. The cost of construction and that conversion to a mortgage into one seamless closing. It truly lives up to its name. One closing for everything. You close on a Tuesday, you break ground the next morning on Wednesday. When you start here, everything else, land, design, construction, all of it falls into place naturally. Choosing land because of location is not just a cliche. Georgia is an amazing state to build in, from mountain views to rolling farmland to lakeside lots. But every county has its own rules, just like every other state. Before you fall in love with a piece of property, make sure you understand zoning and restrictions. Some areas, or even HOAs, do not allow barndominiums. Don't ask me why, but if those are the rules, we don't want to break them. Utilities. Do you need a well? Do you need septic? Can you even get power to the property? Soil conditions. Poor soil can create some major foundation costs later. And here's a pro tip. Work with a real estate agent who specializes in land, not just selling existing homes on the market. Always get a soils test and a survey before closing. A word about builders. Experience matters. This is where a lot of projects go sideways. It almost always comes down to the builder selection. Not every builder understands barndominiums. Some are fantastic at traditional homes, but barndos require a different approach, from framing and insulation to how lender documentation is handled. Here's what to keep in mind. Builder approval. Lenders require licensed, insured builders. No DIY builds are allowed unless you're a licensed general contractor yourself. Make sure your builder has built barndos before. Experience matters. Have them review your plans early. A good builder, they're going to spot potential issues before they become expensive problems. When I work with clients, I help vet and connect them with builders who already meet lender requirements and have proven experience with barndominiums. And if you have your own builder that you love, that you definitely want to have build your gorgeous dream home, great. I'm willing to work with them as well and have them go through that builder network approval process. It saves time, money, process, and a whole lot of stress. When it comes to design, we want to be smart. Function matters as much as style. Once your financing and team are in place, this is where the fun really begins. Now, you can obviously be thinking about designs along the way. Of course, you want it to look beautiful, but let's make sure it lives well too. Think about energy efficiency, insulation, airflow, huge with any design, but definitely barndominiums. Resale value. Not everybody loves an all open loft. Balance personality with practicality. Storage, flow. Where's the laundry? Where's the mudroom? Is the pantry big enough? You'll thank yourself later. And here's another pro tip. Hire a designer or an architect who's done barndos before. They will help you make smart use of every square inch of that plan without sacrificing style. And let's just say I might happen to know the nation's best barndominium designer, wink, wink. So how long does it take? Faster than you might think. Now, let's talk timeline really quickly, because this part always raises eyebrows. You've probably heard that barndominiums take a year or more to build. Well, it definitely can happen with any type of build. 2,500 to 3,000 square foot-ish barndos can absolutely be completed in 4 to 6 months. Yeah, you heard me right. 4 to 6 months. I've seen it. Wash, rinse, and repeat. With the right builder, good communication, and a plan that's organized from the start, that timeline is completely realistic. Sure, things like permitting, weather, material delays, it can stretch it out a little bit, but 4 to 6 month window is very achievable. It's a sweet spot for a beautiful, well executed barndo. The secret is preparation, accountability, working with professionals who actually understand this process. So, wrapping it all up, you're not just building a barndo. At the end of the day, this is not just about walls and a roof. It's about creating your sanctuary. And while barndominiums are trendy, at least some people think they are, there is a right way to do it. With a clear plan, solid financing, and a team that knows how to deliver. If you're ready to explore barndominium financing, find the right land, or just talk through your ideas, check out the scheduling link in the comments below and let's connect. Definitely comment below. I would love to hear questions, ideas on what stage of your project process you are, and subscribe. I would love for you to join our community. Again, I'm Megan, the Barndo Chick, powered by Excel Mortgage, helping Georgia families turn land into legacy.